Bladesmiths, welcome to the Forge. Gentlemen, this is a competition I'm calling the cage match. In the first round, you are required to forge weld together the steel from the barbed wire inside of the cage with the bars from the outside of the cage in order to make a signature blade in your signature style that is between 8 and 10 inches in length. Additionally, your blade must include an integral handle and knuckle duster with 3 points of contact to the handle. Good luck. Your 3 hour starts now.
One thing these kids got to keep in mind, we're not only asking for a blade, but an integral handle and a knuckle duster that's going to wrap around. So they need about 3 times the amount of steel they would normally forge.
I need to yank all these bars off so I can get at what's in the middle.
I decided to do the canister because it's the easiest way to get this done, I think.
Barbed wire is mild steel, so you don't want that anywhere near your blade edge. So I kind of strategically placed this little tiny piece of barbed wire in a position where I can remember it so it's not going to come out on the blade edge.
I'm at a loss. I don't know what to think about this one. This is something that I've never done before.
I think that the only thing that I can do is make a canister.
This is my first time doing a canister, so I'm kind of freaking out, actually.
The first thing I do is cut off my hard carbon steel, get a few pieces of the barbed wire out of the middle, and start building my canister. I'm very concerned about the high carbon steel being put into the canister because it's hard to get enough heat to penetrate the density of it.
Daniel's going to the press. You can still see the dark shadow.
Right.
It's dull red. It's not hot enough. He's going to be redoing that.
So I spend a good 15 minutes extracting the mild steel canister. It's all fractured. Only some of my powder is melted, and my sticks of carbon are still solid within it, so I toss it away.
My steel's in the forge, and I'm just waiting to get it hot enough. And I'm a little nervous. If this part here isn't right, I don't have a knife.
Looks good, man.
Fill it inside there.
Nice. That's awesome.
Getting it off
man.
is going to be another story. Let's see if we can do it.
Joshua, he's trying to peel the can off of his billet. I think he cut off the very end of his can.
Good move.
Eventually, after many heats and some perseverance, I get the canister mostly off.
I'm struggling with getting these 3 points of contact so you can actually use a knife.
Canister number 2 is same chicken, different outfit. I take it to the hydraulic press 2 times to try to mate my metals together inside. In no way am I gonna give up.
Is Jesse making like a musical symbol or something?
You're the master bladesmith, man. You tell me what's going on.
Oh, I can't tell you what that is.
Right now, my process pretty much sucks.
So we'll see if I have enough time left. I'm working my hardest right now. I don't see any cracks or anything in my metal, so I think I'm okay at this point, and I just go to hogging off metal.
Bladesmiths, you have just 30 tiny little minutes remaining to finish your work.
I messed up my first 2 billets. Now I'm trying to pull off an emergency sand my technique.
Looks like Joshua quenched.
It's straight. It's beautiful. Fantastic. I got a little bit of time. I'm just hogging off as much material as I can. And then I see this little cold shut. It's a weak point. Your knife could very well break. If that cold shut is deep, your knife is trash. You gotta get it out no matter what. So I am leaning into this, and I'm leaning in, I'm leaning it, and it disappears. Thank you. Fantastic.
The welding gods shine upon me and decide that they're gonna let me pull a shape out of this knife. And Big Blue helped me to the motherland.
10 minutes, Bladesmiths!
Then I realized that I need 3 points on my guard, and I couldn't find a drift anywhere. So I decided to make an integral guard from a piece of rebar, which may or may not be within parameters.
What's Daniel welding? The handle?
Interesting.
Daniel's quenched.
I'm pleasantly surprised by the fact that I have a hardened edge, and I may still be in the running.
With 5 or 6 minutes left, I am feeling absolutely rushed.
Jesse, you just need a quench, man. Stop playing.
Once I see that perfect temperature, it's into the quench I go. Lost some hair in my arm, but it ended up getting nice and hard for me. I need to get over to the grinder fast and start hogging off material.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bladesmiths, drop your tools. This first round of competition is over. Woo!
So I'm not particularly proud of the aesthetic of the blade, but I am proud that I was able to get everything done and make it work.
Bladesmiths, in this first round of competition, we asked you guys to forge blades between 8 and 10 inches with integral handles and knuckle dusters. Now it's time for the judges to take a closer look at your work. Jarrett, you're up first. Please present your blade to the judges.
Well, everything looks solid. I like the way you put this together. I'd love to see you get this webbing right here to where it's comfortable. Right now, it's forcing my fingers far apart and digging really hard into that knuckle. You got a lot of options, mainly because you got so much material in that blade. But I like the idea of this shape.
All right, Joshua, you're up. Please present your blade to the judges.
All right, Josh. Your handle here looks like the most of a knuckle duster. At this stage, it is not functional. You don't have an anchor here, so even when you're chopping, it's very loose. It's all the pressure goes onto the index finger that's here. There's just nothing to hold on here to get a good firm grip. It's got a good look to it, but there's a lot of refining to make it functional.
All right, Jesse, you're up. Show the judges what you did.
All right, Jesse. Right now, if you held it this way, it's comfortable, but the index finger is going to be hitting right there when you're stabbing into it. I was watching the way you were holding it. This way. Not bad, because it takes the index finger away from this area right here. It's still uncomfortable in the webbing here, but this part is functional. The blade looks good. It's got a good aggressive look to it. It's just some refinement so that when you put your finger here, that webbing does not interfere with your fingers.
Daniel, you're up. Please present your blade to the judges.
Daniel, definition of integral.
One piece of metal made from the same extraction.
I commend you. You had 2 flawed canisters. You never stopped, you kept fighting, and you brought us a finished piece. But this isn't one piece from the same thing. This is rebar welded on.
Daniel, unfortunately, because your blade doesn't have an integral knuckle duster, it failed to meet the parameters laid out for round 1. And for that reason, I have to ask you to please leave the forge.
I'm a little disappointed because I know that in the long run, if given the chance, that I could probably win this competition.